Ping him and say that you're streaming your re-clear.
No, he knows where we're at.
Re-clear of door trash.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Ping him and say that you're streaming your re-clear.
Oh boy.
It'd be nice to not be scarfing down dinner in the transition phases.
Well, that's not changed too much.
Vernon Schmidt, unbiased technology reviews.
Yeah, that I don't even know how to change that stupid thing. I wish I knew. I don't.
Alright.
Anyways.
Thumbnail?
Yeah, I don't know how to change the goddamn thumbnail for a broadcast.
Alright.
Anyways.
Check food. Double pop food, because why not? Alright. Whole when ready. Deal some love in the Garik. Keep them even.
No.
Renault.
My,
got it out.
You die.
Oh.
Not close enough to.
yeah,
Please.
singular step.
Alright.
I was
Rezzing.
expecting that.
Healers first. Heal him, please. He'll get pulsed to death. Heal yourselves, mate yourselves. Okay, to melee. Right. We should be fine. Ranged. Alright, we're below 30. Spicy. Fix waymarks. Markers on the tanks. Remember, for now, if and when we get double doom, expect it to be a likely thing. We want everyone pre-positioned on their appropriate halves of the arena, north or south, so that we can see who's who more readily. We want the double dooms east-west. We want the no dooms north-south. If we see double doom, the other dooms have to adjust around each other to go intercardinal. And that's about it.
Can we assume for at least a couple pulls that we will have a double doom? Because we've actually never not had one. And whether that's because people are dead or not, that will likely still be the case, right?
We had exactly one pull with double doom, and if the mechanic is consistent, it's likely that it will continue that way, yes.
We've had 30.
I'm also inclined to believe in it because it enforces clock positions for the knockbacks, as opposed to a weird scrunched up sort of thing that we were gonna have.
I think what TK means is we've only had one pull with all 8 people alive.
Yeah, we've literally had one data point for it.
I know,
so...
I know. I'm not talking about data.
Yeah.
I just mean that balance of probability is, whether it has anything to do with dying or not, that's what we're going to see.
Intuitively, I would say expect it to happen as much more likely than not. Yes, I agree. So prime yourself mentally for it to happen. Right?
And then that being said, when double doom happens, the other 2 dooms should be adjusting to inner cardinals, and the cleanses should be adjusting to their dooms.
Yes, cleanses are always adjusting to their dooms, no matter what, unless they are the double cleanse, in which case they go north-south. Right?
Okay. Cool. Let's get it.
I think that's right.
If it is purely random.
Yes.
Red.
Center.
Right.
Well,
Counter. DPS.
North, south, mid.
Knockback.
Hey.
Bravo.
Or
Charlie.
3, 1.
Now it's in. Out. In. Bait.
3, stay back.
Out. In. Out. In. Bait.
Bait. Whoa, watch the lance.
Lance. Towers.
Howard.
South.
I've got it.
Pots. Twos.
A little bit extra because Adrian has damage down. Adrian got it because someone rushed their bait and tried to murder him.
Bit high.
Okay.
And I'm real miffed about it.
Should be.
I'm real TO'd.
Kind of cheesed right now.
Really chaps my ass.
Pop.
Thanks, Reddy. Melee's ready. And Bonk's ready.
Bit high. Murder it. Close one. 26.7.
Luckily, my damage sound will be gone just in time for our DPS to not matter.
Alright.
That's how it works. Melee. Ranged. Alright, think of Wrath. Think of your possible movements. Spreading for Twisters and then spreading more for Ascalon. calling out thunder left and right.
East
There's
south,
an
Breno.
Ari.
Good left.
I can't raise him.
I got it.
I'll slow res.
Very far north.
Okay, you got it.
Fly, can you position on B side?
Yeah, on B.
Thank you.
Save your twos.
7 brace A to north and a line.
Yep. Think about your movement to deal with the quakes. There will be Twister, respect that. Line up,
Axe guy.
Axe boy. Wait. Fan.
Cast powers.
Other side, Mal, of the marker.
Oh.
Oh, fuck! I need
That's
to go the other
right.
direction. I see it now.
Dooms, get in your positions.
Double circle.
Double circle.
Fuck guys.
Oh. Yeah, nobody called eyes.
Sorry, I got hit by the quake, so I didn't call it like I normally do. I
I mean,
was
if you're dead, you have nothing to do.
I was very alive. I was just shaken by my mistake.
I see.
Dying to quakes. Imagine.
Imagine. So,
Did
2
anybody
people
survive
actually
quakes?
died to quakes.
Okay, that's what I noticed. Didn't
2
even-
people legitimately died to it. I don't think anyone dies to Twister anymore, so just think hard about what you're doing wrong with the quakes.
I'm assuming the line's got you, Mal.
Yeah, I was on the wrong side of the flower.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the lines got people a lot yesterday too. The intercardinal people are 1 tick toward the dragon. You want to
Second
fold in
monitor
as
has a
counterintuitive
solid-
as that may be.
Second monitor has a diagram that kind of shows the specific ticks. Does anybody
Yeah.
not know what to do with their movement to like avoid the quakes? Is anybody unsure in any position what that movement should look like?
I think I know the movements, I just gotta practice them.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I just want to make sure that
Yeah.
nobody is like looking at it and being like, I don't understand or I don't. I
You
don't know."
should be able to briefly take stock of the movement that you're about to do while you're waiting on the wall for your twister. That's essentially what I do,
Yeah.
right? When I was cleansed and I was intercardinal, I went intercardinal and I went to my 4 ticks, and then I started thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to sprint to the quake. Oh wait, no, I'm cleansed side. I go to my marker. I ended up sprinting to the marker, but that was fine, right?
Yeah.
And then I waited for the quake patiently and I moved in, right? But like that should be an active thought process that you do, not just reflexively moving. Like a little voice in your head, if that helps. Reflexively moving is what comes later, after you know the mechanic pat. Alright. This is the only thing we're progging, so just breathe,
And
focus on
not
that.
to throw stones because I also screwed up, but if there are double doom, which again there was, then the cleanse puddles that are here and opposite it need to be saved for them because they have to get knocked back east-west.
Yeah.
The other 2 dooms need to get the inner cardinal cleanse puddles.
Yeah, those of you alive, try to mime the situation as best you can. I think generally speaking, certainly if people are dead, there's always guaranteed going to be a double doom. So for the sake of practice, don't just give up. Do the thing. We had double cleanse as well. Those were the squares, so we just went north-south and that was fine. I just got feared halfway through the knockback.
Yep, I will make sure to call out the thing this time.
Anyways. So,
Does everyone know where to stand for flare during Wrath?
I hope so.
Flares.
Was
Not
there-
Alter Flare, but the
The
Dragoon
blue,
dive?
the blue
The
flare
actual
mark.
Dragoon Flare, is that what killed Ari?
Yes. Well,
Bisect.
the spiral pierce hit him and then
Is it the wall?
bisect at the wall.
So, if the dragons are diving from A, the flare should be...
Between A and B.
No, that's where a spiral.
Oh, sorry. You're saying this is where
It's like,
Vedrafolnir
If
is.
Vedrafolnir is on A, then the flare should be here. Think of it as objects occupying the space between markers. There's the Spiral Knight, and then there's you, right? From Vedrafolnir, there's the Spiral Knight up here, and then there's you. Similarly, when you are tied to a Spiral Knight, there's Vedrafolnir, and then there's you. You are the Spiral Knight.
No,
Right.
that I can see the tick marks. I just want to go over this real quickly for death. So let's say we'll assume A is where Axie Boy is. The inner cards are going to be Bravo, Delta, 2, and 4, and that's the ones you're going one tick mark off of the flower behind those markers, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are one tick toward the center line, which is A1. So if you're on D2, then you are in toward 1. If you are B4, then you're in toward A. You want to go toward Axe Boy. Or toward the dragon.
Toward his axis.
Right?
Yeah.
Toward
Yep.
the axis of death. Right?
Okay.
You want to hug death.
In that case, we're doing an excellent job thus far.
Yes. We are definitely thinking of death.
Think about death. Think
Alright.
about demons.
Good to get another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other questions?
I think that's all I need. I know what I did wrong at Heavens. I went from south, trying to adjust for that inner card when I should have done things a little bit differently.
If you find yourself rushing out to your spot in death before people make the formation, try to discipline yourself a bit. There'll always be that temptation, but it helps everybody if you can just make the formation first.
Yellow.
We could also think of making a tighter lineup.
Right?
Center.
Obviously, we've solved strength, and I don't think an adjustment's necessary, but I could just stand in the red there if we wanted more room for the stack. It's not going to do anything to me.
You standing in the stack makes the stack less spicy, so I don't understand.
Yeah, that is.
Oh,
right.
I actually take damage from that stack?
Yes, you do.
Sometimes
It's
Oh,
a shared
hot damn.
advantage.
it's a big cleave.
Okay. Disregard then.
Counter. Also, wouldn't you get like a damage gun or something?
Yeah. And
All
slow.
sorts of bad things.
Not that I've ever screwed it up before, but nothing that affects me during the invul.
DPS.
North-south counter. What the fuck?
Okay. Other way, Val. There you go.
Yep, you're good.
Knockback.
Keep walking all the way to your marker. I did not like seeing two praise on the same spot.
Neither. northeast quadrant is very crowded without people having pre-positioning.
Please respect the baits this time.
Bravo.
I have 4.
1.
3.
C.
Out, in. Out. In. In, out. In. Out.
And bait.
Glance. Towers. South.
I've got ad.
It is high. Burn it. Keep burning. Harder. Yikes. Okay. Pop.
Tank's ready. Melee's ready. And Bonk's ready.
Raising cow. Kill the eye, please. And this one too? No. We need more mitt there.
Yeah,
We need mitt that doesn't rely on reprisal. Because fundamentally, when it's tight, no one's going to be over there. So, where is Samba
we were
right
over
now?
there in plenty of time. Did we not have a reprisal on that?
Samba.
We did.
I don't... Fine,
I think
we did.
TK is saying whenever we are low on DPS and I can't go over there, we don't have a reprisal.
Yeah, and also it seems like when we're tunneling damage, we don't have all of our mitt in order, so we need a buffer. Where is Samba, and is it essential where it is?
Samba is right before the range get bonked in intermission.
We have tanks covering the ranged in intermission, so I think you can take the Samba away.
It covers...
Unless the healers complain, does it cover the raid wide at the end?
It covers the raid wide at the end.
It will.
It covers,
so
like,
healers, you tell me, like, I'd like to put something like Missionary or Samba back on eyes.
The constraint is what Mal is doing for healing, because I'm covering literally all the healing there. And by literally, I mean it's Fey Blessing, Soyo, Succor, and Dom.
You mean during
eyes?
During intermission or eyes?
Eyes.
Eyes.
So it's dependent on whether Mal is able to shift at Lily.
Were people not topped? Is that why you died?
Yes. That should be the only reason why. And
Well,
why people would not be topped is because I would be weaving EGs.
We had a day of also people falling over, typically healers during eyes recently as well.
The only
Were they
reason why
not
anyone...
topped every time?
Yes, the only reason why anyone would die there is because they're on essentially 90% health. And or not in the soil.
Yeah, I can squeeze a Lily in there and push it out a couple GCDs.
Well, what I'm thinking is, unless we need the MIT in intermission, it's easier to put more healing on the intermission than it is to put it on eyes when DPS is scuffed. Right?
Well, generally what happens there, and it didn't happen that time, is I come out of the 4th dive with an Assize to help top the group off.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have it that time, because that was how I burnt.
Right, so anything that's DPS related, like lilies or Assize, tend to get burnt and then people aren't topped.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Which is fine for killing the eye, less fine when someone falls over and then we don't meet the check. So that's why I'm saying, is there something we can do on the mitigation front so it doesn't take away from DPS?
There are 2 feints.
I should be able to mission.
So I was about to ask about Feint, but Feint has the same constraint as Reprisal, so if you're worried about us not hitting Reprisal, we're also not going to...
Is Missionary on a less critical spot right now? Can you put Missionary over there?
I believe I can. I'm pretty sure. It used to be not able to be put there because we put it onto the repeat door trash, but we don't do that anymore. So I think I can put it there.
So put it there, and that's it then.
Great. Let's get it.
Go.
Are you fainting during the intermission ever?
No, I usually faint the other eye if I can get there fast enough.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Blue. Right.
You
Left.
guys.
Block. EPS.
North south mid.
Knockback.
Oh, be gentle.
Bravo.
4.
1.
3.
B.
In, out. In. Out. Out. In. Out. In. Bait.
Mind the lance. Oh, hello.
Towers.
South.
From north.
Got ad.
We should be okay. Pop.
Thanks, ready. Melee's ready. And Bonk's ready.
Okay. 26.7. Melee. Ranged. Okay, think about Wrath. Think about the flare position. Think about Twister. Right?
Bruno south.
Alright. Spread bed.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm right, Thunder. Killed the party. Too slow. Raising Mel. No. No mid. No anything.
Just talk. Just talk.
I got paralyzed out of even Heart of Lightning, so it's rough.
Yeah. You have to be aware of your Thunder debuff timing, especially if you're walking through the party. Sprint is a good button if you have to.
I was just asking you to fan out a bit more, alright? On the party side, we don't want anybody on the on that perpendicular marker.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You know, I don't know if it's me, but whenever TK does the transition and starts saying think about X, I think about him telling us to think about X rather than thinking about X.
I could just not say
I
anything.
would prefer if you didn't, honestly. Because it does distract me from actually thinking about X. Because I have to
Feel
make
like-
sure that you haven't stopped talking.
It might distract you, but the question is does it help other people?
I like it. Blue. Although I will confess that it makes me think of the thinking about those beans meme.
Center.
Right.
Left.
You could just say think about next steps, and that's probably good enough shortcut, I'm gonna be frank. You don't have to go through the entire list, especially if it takes like 10 seconds.
I don't go through the list. I typically go for the thing that people fucked up in the last poll. And Twister, because it's a fucking meme.
Well, that's basically the list that takes 10 seconds.
It's not spirals, it's not flares, you know, there's more things. Sorry, not flares, spiral. Alter flare? Yeah, alter flare. Liquid heavens. Anyway, I will shut up this time, and I will leave it to you guys.
See how it goes. Counter. DPS.
North, south, mid. It will be tight on south.
Knockback. Looks like we're...
He seems very high.
On track, but he's pretty damn high. Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Murder him.
We're fine, just don't hold back.
Yeah, we're good.
All my padding is gone. I don't know about you.
Four.
1.
1.
I'll go C.
In, out.
We'll go 3.
In. No.
8. 3, stay back.
Out, in. Out. In. 8.
Line the lance.
Powers. North.
I've got add.
Oh, watch the autos.
I was hoping to just run in mid and grab boss.
I saw you already had a tether, so.
Yeah, it worked out either way. Not too worried.
Pop.
It's ready. Melee's ready. And Bonk's ready.
Left.
Fan out. Ooh.
Raising Mel.
Mid.
Paddling. Hold your twos.
Face true north, line up. Spot the axe boy.
No. God damn it.
Both tried to adapt.
You didn't get to your fan out spot.
Line up, dooms. Eyes. Damn.
Wait. Oh, I took 2. Right.
You get 2 flames.
Sometimes get.
We had
I was not at that fan out spot. TK, 3 people wound up on one side, and I moved over to the other side to try to adapt.
Echo and I did the double doom. That seems pretty simple.
We had the situation
it's easy
where
for them. It's tougher for the dooms that have to adjust, right?
Yeah.
on the tank healer line, we had 1 doom that needed to move forward, and 1 cleanse that needed to move back, or did both cleanses need to move back? Sly, did you have cleanse there?
You mean the initial fan out? Let's take a look, because I thought
The initial fan out had like 3 dooms in the back who needed to go front.
That's right.
I had cleanse, but I started in the front, so I went directly to the back of my line, which was, I think.
You can't always rely being on your side in a straight line. Sometimes you have to cross. Like,
yeah.
This is no different from door trash. Like, you just do the adjustment there, map it out.
Not totally obvious which between Sly and Adram I should swap with and Mal should swap with. It doesn't much matter. There's plenty of time to negotiate and adjust.
The basic rule of thumb is whoever gets there first, right?
But with Final Fantasy, you can't tell.
Not always, but most of the time you can get a sense for it. Or whoever was closer, right? Like, fanning out does work in other mechanics, so you just need to actually put in the extra
The other
effort.
thing that would have worked there is the planting the feet thing. If you had just planted your feet, I would have adapted to the side, but I saw you start moving as well, and then we both adapted back.
I had already started going out somewhere. I had no idea where the other person was. And then you started following me, so I adjusted around that. So yeah, we were adjusting around each other, and it was bad.
Is the way that Echo did it right here, is that a good way?
Yeah, that's...
Echo, where is Echo? He's right there. He has a doom. There's
Sly
2
and Adram
doom.
are both candidates. Right?
Yeah, so then if I were you, I'd just go where Sly was. Yeah, that's perfect.
And he just hard committed to it, so Mal immediately saw that spot's not there anymore.
I mean, sure, but there's a fine line between hard committing and racing out before the fan out is complete, right?
That's true. That scenario, there's only 2 people that needed to adapt, and they're both on the same side.
If your half is set, like, you can tell that your half has their orientation, you can go out.
Yeah, I made the assumption Echo was gonna move because I was already in one of the spots.
Yeah.
Which seemed to be correct.
Yeah, if you're already in a correct spot for your side, that can be your spot.
Do you mean for the initial fan out, or do you mean for the tethers?
Like, for the initial fan out, if you're like on Doom side, well, Mal was. It's not the case for Mal, right?
Once you finish the swap and you notice that your half is fine, like you did your own personal swap and you notice that your half is fine, you guys can go out. But for example, of the cleanses, you notice how long I stayed there to check which one of those 2 was gonna do something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was fully prepared in that moment to do the very cursed thing, which is take the opposite side.
Yeah, because the three of you both went to that side, or the two of you from north both went down to that side. We ended up with 3 on that side, arrived there, and then it's like a game of chicken, right?
was that the
Well,
one that
it
crashed?
really wasn't a game of chicken for very long. I almost immediately started moving, and Sly stayed, but everyone was already fanning out at that point. I couldn't get into the fan outs position.
What
Yeah.
the Dooms were fine because they sorted themselves out. Ari,
Yeah.
took his spot because he was there to begin with, so he was assuming no one's gonna try and take it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry, not Ari, Edda.
Yeah.
In theory, I would have also moved out there, but I was prepared for a scenario where you guys did something weird and both of you went east. So
Yeah,
then I would have went
90
west.
How is everyone pokeballed?
Yeah.
I got 90.
Yeah,
I got
seeing that
okay.
myself.
Okay. Oh, I got
I
90 feet as well.
I just got kicked out.
I thought people were dead, so I fucking walled. I'm a monkey. So
No, I got 90k.
I'm actually
I
illiterate.
see 4 people pokeballed.
Yeah, I got 90.
Let me know when I'm out.
Anyway, from my end, I felt like I was waiting an eternity because people were sorting themselves out on the 3 side or the 3 people side, and then eventually I felt the pressure, like I gotta go.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone following me, so I adjusted and they adjusted and it went back and forth. So
if you're
I'm not
following-
saying I did it perfect. I'm not saying anyone did it perfect, but like try to make your initial movement a fanning movement.
It seems one of the server racks died. There's 450 in queue to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I can't get back in.
My
We
character's
just-
not even logged out yet.
I'm not logged out.
415 is still less than 1,000, so it'll come in eventually.
But it sounds like one of the server racks died.
It looks like 6 people are gone now. It's just me and Echo.
Ooh, I got 702 in queue. Let's
So-
go. Back to release day, boys.
Let's go.
They might.
Game's
they
not
might be
dead.
doing- Anyway.
Yeah.
So looking at echoes, I'm not understanding why we're having a problem with the initial positions. I thought we were just crossing 180 degrees from our initial out position, because that's what Echo and I did.
What do you mean 180 degrees from your initial out position?
So
You're
like,
talking about
He's talking about
coming
the
into
PlayStation
middle.
part.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
like-
PlayStation?
well,
Mal is
no,
talking about-
that's not what I'm talking
What,
about.
what are you talking about then?
So like, if you're looking at echoes right now,
right
I'm
now,
at
right here.
so
You're
echoes
southeast.
echoes at D.
Yeah,
I'm south of 1.
yeah, I see you. You're
And we-
south of A. You're
Yep.
also south of 1.
So Echo and I mirror that same position on the opposite side of the center. If you see where we end up,